Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox. You're on the panel as the legend that is Bridgeman. How we doing, Bridge?
Oh, good evening to you, Ox Chair. Huge good evening to the boys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
First and foremost, Rangers Radio salutes all the NHS workers on the front line and the staff this evening. The wee technical issue there that stoked us doing the clapping, but we salute every Rangers member of the Rangers family who's on the front line with the NHS or any other service that's providing valuable service to everyone is at this time of this pandemic. So a big salute for Rangers Radio to everybody involved. Bridgeman, how we doing, mucker?
I'm fine, pal, but I was hanging out the windy clap tonight, 8 o'clock.
No, the first time you hung out a windy way.
No, it's not the first time. And sometimes I've nearly been thrown out. I was a slip of the tongue. I didn't mean that. What can I say? No, I'm doing fine, thanks. And yourself? You and the missus good?
Everything's okay, mate.
Right.
I was out where I live, and a lot of the young kids were out with the pots and pans, and I think it's a highlight of their week at the moment. So we salute them, we thank them, and everybody else just be sensible, stay safe, and hopefully we're starting to get to the beginning of the end of this thing. Bridgeman, another pantomime day in Scottish football. We've had a statement for the club at 7 o'clock.
Yes, I've got it here, pal.
Right, well, we'll take it what we'll do, paragraph at a time. What do you think?
Absolutely. Let's do it if you want. That's fine. Okay.
Okay.
I'll start it off then. All right.
Yep. On you go, mate.
Okay. Right. It's a statement from the club, a supporters update. Okay. The most important issue facing all of us at this time, is the COVID-19 pandemic, and the board of Rangers sincerely hope all of our fans and families are staying safe and healthy. Hopefully, we will all be back supporting our team as soon as possible.
However, given the events of the past week, we feel we should make comment on the SPFL resolution vote. No fair-minded person can take the outcome of this vote seriously. The SPFL have conducted a process which has been misleading and deeply flawed.
In particular, publishing the outcome prior to all the clubs having voted, has undermined the democratic process and demonstrated unacceptable standards of corporate governance by the SPFL executive.
We are extremely concerned that the member clubs were not provided with enough information or time to allow them to make a fully informed decisions.
Also, we are aware several club directors claimed they were being bullied at a time when Scottish football should have been acting in unity to alleviate the financial hardship of many of our clubs. Addressing the latter was one of our primary objectives, and the resolution we presented could and should have been progressed.
The SPFL chose to obstruct our resolution, which would have given the clubs the required financial support, without the precondition of ending the season. The fact that this solution was not afforded sufficient consideration defies belief, and further underlines the view held by many clubs that the process and behaviours of certain individuals must now be subject of forensic examination. For
our part, Douglas Park has already requested an independent investigation into the conduct of the executive. The SPFL appear to have acknowledged the need for an internal investigation, but only an independent investigation will provide satisfactory, credible answers. We repeat our call for the immediate suspension of Neil Doncaster and Rod Mackenzie, pending the outcome of the independent investigation.
It is imperative that the constructive engagement begins immediately, with members to evaluate all options for completing the 2019-20 Premiership season, including on the field of play. The SPFL must allow every opportunity to do so. There is a precedent within Scottish football that our league must not be compromised by changing the rules during the course of the competition. The anger of our fans is understood and shared by our board, who continue to examine all legal options available. End of statement.
Well done.
All right, I'm sure people will come on with their own view of that. But to follow up for that, Bridge, we also had, I don't know if you saw it, I know what you're like, I know you're a very busy man, even during this lockdown. For Stephen Gerrard today, who was on Sky Sports News with his muckers. So we've got a snippet of that. If you mind going on mute, Bridge,
no problem.
We'll play that, and then we'll look to maybe open up the phone lines, okay?
Well, I've been obviously watching closely from back home, and it does seem a bit of a mess at the moment. I think Rangers' stance on it, and certainly my stance, is I let the suits carry on doing what they're doing. I think that's their job to continue to represent Rangers from that way. But from afar, the SPFL looks an absolute mess, in all honesty. I'm watching ex-players, pundits, I'm reading media, and it's getting absolutely battered from pillar to post. The way it's handled things, certainly in the last couple of days. From my point of view, I think all I ask is for the main leader of the SPFL to show some real leadership in this time. And I think what he has to do now, because there's so many accusations and doubts and questions about this institution, he needs to allow an independent investigation into the setup up there to prove everything wrong and to make sure that there is, fairness and transparency across the board up there in Scotland, because there's so many doubts now, certainly looking in over the last few days. It's so confusing up there at the moment.
For clarity, Stephen, what would you like to see happen?
Well, the SPFL have said that they're open to an internal investigation, and I don't agree with that, because you shouldn't really be allowed to mark your own homework. You know, if you mark your own homework, you're always going to finish top of the class, and there's not going to be any questions asked. So for me, there needs to be an expert. There's an expert out there, an investigator or a forensic investigator, who should come in and look at everything across the board with the SPFL. And if everything's clean and everything's fair and everything's transparent, then all the accusations, all the bad media, all the ex-pundits can't slam the organisation, and everyone can move forward in the right direction.
Well, Bridgman.
Well, wasn't that well said by the manager?
There's only one thing I'll say to you, mate. He's nearly got it right with the homework, but what they're wanting is their mates to mark their homework, and you also end up with good marks then.
Yeah, absolutely, pal. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. They want their own organisation, be it brother, sister, whatever, to sort of scrutinise, or in fact, they won't even scrutinise. Just give them on the nod. That's all. And it's sickening and it's upsetting. I'm sure there's a lot of folk really upset by it. But I said the other night there, team seems to me, and our board, that statement's sort of hinting at that. They have been absolutely ignored insofar as an independent investigation is concerned. They're going to demand, and I would imagine that the papers will be coming out and it will be all Celtic minded, in the sense that the Rangers should just come up with this evidence and give it to the SPFL and let them do with it and what they want, and that's gone. But
okay,
that's what I think.
But I will say, the people will say it's a statement, and they're right. Statements themselves don't. It's action and words coming together. You can people argue the pen's mightier than the sword, but sometimes you need to use a baseball bat.
Yeah.
The last paragraph. The anger of our fans is understood and shared by our board, who continue to examine all legal options available. So that's telling me that they've got people looking at our options, mate, to see where we can go legally. Now, whether that anything will happen with that, only time will tell. But that's the way I'm reading it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a lot of stuff I've heard sort of before. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you think.
Well, I still think, in all honesty, I think Rangers are right. I think the whole thing, obviously, there's something untoward went on, and if they're not going to tell us what went on, then what can you say other than you can only ask the question, what's happened? And if they're going to continuously tell you, no, I mean, they're congratulating that guy, wrote a letter to all the teams, congratulating them after that decision, when in fact, the way it looks to me, they got so much of the vote because they would get the end to the season, and some of these clubs weren't involved in any way, shape or form, but they're going to get their cut of the money and they'll be happy enough with that.
Which they could have got anyway, Bridge.
I'm saying that. It
So
just
they were
turns out...
misled.
Correct. So I don't know if they come out and said, we'll give you this money, we'll release the money, and then we're going to vote this thing through to finish the season. I don't know if they would have got the same amount of votes. They may have done, but I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, no. Anyway, we'll open up the phone lines. We're just waiting for... We might be joined with somebody who supports another team, but it comes through great stock, who might be joining us shortly for Australia. So, what's the number of people want to join us, Bridge?
Excuse me. Pardon me.
Bridge, man.
The number's 0141 356 1972.
I'll join you online where you'll be brought in on a call. Old School Blue Fox is having the night off tonight. He's recharging his batteries.
Recharging his what?
His batteries. His batteries, yes. Hopefully, Mum are going to be back with us soon.
Let's hope so.
I hope so, mate. Right. So, I've my take on it is there's not a lot in that. It's new. Some of it's what we've known already. But the last paragraph's important for my good self to see where we're going next, and it sort of suggests, but no at the end. Yeah, Bridge.
I mean, I'm coughing here. I'm coughing. I'm having a wee coughing fit, so forgive me. I'm going to stay and mute in a minute.
GFK's joined us.
Hi, Oxshire. Hi, Bridgeman. Hi, Terry in the backs here. I'm doing fine, mate. I had a busy day today. Made sure everybody was watered and fed, and I done a wee bit of painting. Outside painting we had, and it was absolutely enjoyable. So there you are.
All right. I'll get the clerk of works up to condemn it tomorrow.
Don't you dare do that. I've got my own clerk of works here. She's in the house. She's kicking out the window behind the curtains and everything, mate. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. You missed a bit. Oh, dearie me. Interesting statement. Like yourself, it never really told us anything different.
No.
I think what they're doing is that they're making sure that...
I don't know what people want. They may say GFK. They're telling us, right, we're still... They put that out, which I'm pleased, because I was getting annoyed as the day went on. We had to know something as a support base. They can't tell us every nook and cranny what they're doing.
No. I just think what they did today, I 100% agree with you, is that they're keeping us up to date with what we all know, and basically they're telling the people concerned that we're no lying down here. We're still here. We're still going for the jugular, and we still want the independent review. Mm-hmm. So it was interesting, but it never told me anything that I didn't already know.
No, I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying that it's reinventing the wheel, but I'm just saying the last paragraph was important to me, GFK.
Aye. Definitely. Look, they know. There's just a lot of rubbish today. I mean, I think Rangers really know that there was something underhand done, and they're not going to let it go. And there's others asking for it. Give the information now, but we don't need to give the information now. Rangers will do what they've got today, and an independent review is all that matters. An internal investigation does nothing, and I'm happy. I'd have liked a stronger statement. I don't know what I would have liked the statement to be stronger in what way. I didn't want it to be derogatory, but it's keeping us out there.
I think the people who are on forums and that, and I don't want to have a go at individuals, because I think as a supporter it's important we stay together, but I think they've been naive if they think that Rangers are going to tell us everything they've got in a public domain. That'll be done at the right time with the right people, and that's what they're telling us. Yeah?
Yeah, I'd agree. I 100% agree with that. They've got information there, and they're not making that information privy to anybody until it's the proper people that look at it, and that's good. And I'm really looking forward to whatever information and evidence that the Rangers board have got, I think it should be really, really, really good. Really
Think
good.
it'll end up in the court, Jimmy?
It's slowly, it's got potential for that. I mean,
Could.
we've always seen Partick Thistle statement, but we don't want to mention that just now. Anyway, we've been joined by Port Bear. Evening, Port Bear.
Evening, Rocks. How we doing, Jimmy? Bridgeman?
Right, mate.
How you doing? How you going, Port?
Good, mate. Good. Just to echo what you're saying.
When are you off for 4 days again?
I'm back on tomorrow, mate, but I'm probably going to be on for the foreseeable.
All right, when you're off for 4 days, I've got a fence I need you to go and cover up.
For me, mate, it's beyond belief, in Scotland, that we can't have a democratic right to disagree, and to offer an alternative. Make no mistake, mate. That's the only thing Rangers and a handful of clubs have done. From what's happened, has ranged from corruption, lies, betrayal, bullying, all the force the situation to suit one team's agenda. But on your point about the end of that statement, mate, Rangers, in my view, are playing a very, very clever game. As you know, in my job, when you're doing investigations, internal and external investigations, you don't let it all out there for the public or media, whatever in this case it may be. You keep your cards close to your chest. Let's just say, fans need to know what they need to know, but they don't need to know everything. I know they probably want to know everything, but they can't know everything, because I think, in my opinion, this will go to the courts. Might go to the high sporting court, in my opinion. But it has to be done the right way, mate. You have to be boxing very clever and be careful what you're putting out there in mainstream media, especially in the public eye, because I think this is going to get pretty dirty, mate. I really believe that.
And what do you think is going to be?
We've also been joined by my good mucker True Blue. Evening, True. No, I seem to have lost him. I don't like when he does that. I worry about him. And he's on mute. He'll be talking away there. He'll be doing a bridge. We can see all your levels and everything through off a mute. That's it. Press that button. Unmute.
See his screen and all.
I can see your screen.
As well.
Right, how's that?
It's not brilliant, mate, but we can hear you. Now carry on and speak.
Right, I hate this new system. I can't go it at all. Right, I read somewhere the day, if we put an illegal challenge before 10 a.m. tomorrow, it blocks the whole thing. Now, it'll be interesting to see if Rangers boards get the courage to do that.
I don't know how true that is, True. But I did read the same thing, mate. But not being a legal expert, I'll pass you to a legal expert. Bridgeman?
Yeah. Well, who knows? I was just asking that question now. Are we, or will we, go down the legal route? Maybe that's the back of our chairman's mind at the moment. Maybe they've asked the question. They've asked for. They're asking them to set up this external investigation, and they won't do it. It looks like they're not going to do it. So it may be that's the only thing we can do, and that's it.
The last paragraph of the statement says we were looking at legal options, True Blue. That was the only new information in pretty much the whole statement for the club tonight.
Aye, well, I think the club, being a member, should know that if they were to do that, and it would block everything, it gives them obviously a bit of welly in terms of negotiations going forward. I'm just bemused by the whole thing. It's an absolute shambles. It's a joke. Said it before, I'll say it again. I'll keep saying it, no doubt, next year. Get rid of the whole lot of them. They're no fit for purpose.
Here. I don't think anybody could argue with that. Port Bear. Port Bear? Come on.
It's a mute show.
Sorry, lads. I mean, why can we not just distribute money? Ox, we've been discussing all week. You know, there's various options here to progress with game. You know, look at what's happening in England, for example. What's the rush to relegate teams? What's the rush to crown people? You know, let's get back, get around the table and try and sort this out. Or there is only one other alternative, which seems to be in Rangers' mind, and power to them, and that's go down the legal route. And this is, like I said earlier on, this is when all the dirty lashings going to come out. And it might, some of these clubs might not like what it might end up in the media, in my opinion, mate, because, as I said, I think this can get pretty deep.
I'll go to Bridgeman for that. It's a different avenue, seeing things in the pub to seeing things in court, Bridgeman, isn't it? You're on mute. Come off a mute, Bridge.
Right, okay, pal, got that there. There's a screen, somebody's controlling the screen.
Well, it's True Blues, we know it's True Blues.
Right, okay. Well, you know, I don't know what other method of persuasion they can do to get shall we say, an external investigation into themselves, the SPFL. I don't know what they've got planned. I dare say they're expecting, or maybe just going to call Rangers bluff. I don't know, and maybe they've got something up their sleeve. But the thing is, if we take that step, then as all Bear would say, this is it. It's all the way. If we go this step, it's all the way. And you know what happens if we don't succeed. Goodness knows what they could do to us. Once we get down this route, it's a very serious step we're taking. In my opinion, I might be wrong. Maybe I'm talking rubbish.
Well, obviously that's what you pay. I'll go to True Blue. But that's true. If you could just hide your screen for everybody, mate, please. True.
I'd love to, mate. You tell me how to do it and it's gone.
Right, okay. I'll do it in a second once I ask you this question then.
Right.
You can phone back. I'll drop you and you can come back in.
Okay, pal.
Our club are looking at all legal routes, so you get the advice of your legal eagles like you and me would do, and then they drive you forward, yeah?
Aye. Same as the SPFL, but the unfortunate thing for us is their legal eagles are not exactly impartial as far as Rangers go, and that's where the problem lies. I don't believe Doncaster's capable of making a decision on his own, I really don't. They're taking advice for these people who have been proved in the past to be Rangers haters.
Here, mate. Here. GFK.
The interesting bit is about legal action. I don't. I mean, obviously Rangers know more than any of us will ever know, but that'd be interesting to see if there is going to be legal action. I'll be taking what that legal action is and who the legal action is on behalf of. Is it Rangers fighting on their own, or did they have any deputies with them? Did they have anybody in their gang? That's to be seen, mate. If it's just us or a collective, that will be interesting. If it's just us, then I think we've got a major battle ahead. But you know something, it's the old saying, Oxshire, no one likes us, we don't care. And if the board deem that there's a fight to be fought, then why don't they just go right ahead with them?
And then we can see how united the support is, because I think they'll need us, GFK.
Of course, you know, I mean, they will need us, you know, I mean, I know there's talk about boycotts and all that, but that'll probably not work in the long term, but, I mean, the smaller clubs down the bottom that need to remember who got them where they are, and it was Rangers because of when they threw us down into the dungeons, but unless it's a collective, I think we might be fighting a losing battle. Oxshire, that's just my personal opinion.
Would that not depend but the advice you got for your legal man? I know that I deal with lawyers quite a lot in my day job.
I'm just thinking
a lot in my day job, mate, right? And they'll know, most lawyers their job is to tell you if you've got a winner or a loser. Like Bridgeman, he was getting told he'd a lot of losers.
Yeah.
When he's seen the evidence. Mr. Bridge, you're onto a loser here, right? But the lawyers that I've got and what I deal with will say, look, we'll take this up and we'll want to take this up if there's a 51% chance of winning it. That's in my day job. But Rangers, if they've got this information and they know about the rules and all the other stuff that's come out, a lawyer might say, yeah, I'm confident with that. And if he's a top cookie, he'll advise you and you go with him.
I totally agree with you, Oxy. I'm not giving you an argument on it. I'm just hoping that it doesn't come back and bite us, you know. If we're going to go alone, then let's go alone. As long as we've got the evidence there that proves that the skullduggery was so much that underhand that there was people willing to give favours in whatever way. I mean, I know in the coming days and that we'll go into the situation with regarding the so-called reconstruction, you know, and you're not going to tell me if they don't push for a 16-team reconstruction that wasn't a carrot that was pushed in front of Dundee, you know, and I dare say that maybe behind closed doors again, Partick Thistle made a lot of noises about they were going to do this and that, and then they came out today and they made that statement that they weren't going to take it any further.
We'll hold fire with Partick Thistle.
But if Rangers have got the evidence, yeah, go as a lone Ranger, go all the way. But I'd like to think that there'll be others would follow ways, mate.
Tonto.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
I liked what you done there. Did you get that one, Port? Was it too subtle for you?
Nah, I got it, mate.
Okay, Kemosabe.
Yeah.
Kemosabe.
Just to back up, Ox, but Jimmy was saying, you know, if the evidence, I believe in my heart that Rangers, they have evidence enough to take this on. And I'll tell you why. I don't think they'd be making the noises they're making right now in regards to, you know, other avenues to fight this. There's a lot being said, you know, and how what else can they do to us, Ox, that they've not been doing to us for my lifetime's a Rangers supporter, your lifetime's a Rangers supporter. They've always kicked us, even when we're down, they try to kick us and stamp us with throat and finishes. So it's always been the same. So maybe what this thing will do, it might unravel a lot of things, Ox. Yeah, if we go and fight it and we win this fight, it might show the corruption. It might show back in 2012 or 8 that we shouldn't have went down to them lower leagues. A lot of things might come out of this, mate. And then when we get rid of that board and they reselect a proper footballing board to run our Scottish game, then everybody benefits. Not just Rangers, everybody benefits. The fans, you know, we'll get better TV deals. As I keep saying, I think we're on a shaky peg unless we don't fight this, because our TV companies are probably sitting going, we'll buy their football and we'll televise it and we'll give their clubs pennies to watch it. That's
my trouble is we've got ourselves in a situation again where Scottish football's hating itself to death. We'll be joined by Albert. Evening, Albert.
Evening, guys. How are you all doing? Everybody safe?
So far, so good.
Hi, Albert. Are you okay, Albert? Are you okay?
I'm fine, thanks, pal.
Magic. Well done.
Hey, here we go again. First of all, we've got every right to challenge that, whatever we want to challenge, and we've got every right to ask for an external investigation. So they can't hold anything like that against you. You've got every right. The executive are held accountable to the membership, and any of the membership at any time, any organisation I've ever known, is allowed to challenge the executive at any time. Now, they're shouting they're going to do an internal, they want to do an internal. When are we going to get the results of that? When's the results of the internal? Because that shouldn't really take too long, because they're in the know, aren't they? They know everything that happened in there. So when are we getting the results of this internal one? Is it going to be 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, before 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, for example? Because these timescales seems to be they're making all the time. Everything needs to be done for 2 days and 3 days and right away. So I would expect to 10 o'clock tomorrow morning we'll have the results of their internal investigation. But you can still ask for an external investigation. As for the legal thing, I mean, the limited knowledge that we all know and information that we've got, we can pull up several things that can be legally challenged right away, and we don't know the full story, as has been pointed out tonight. But I could sit and go like that. There's 4 things that I really want to know about. So I mean, so I think we've got grounds to challenge them legally. and I think we'll get every right to ask for the external investigation. So I've not got any problem at all with it. Now, if Rangers stand up and go all the way, I'm in all the way. But if we don't take them on and we start rolling out and letting them tickle us again, I'm off then. I'm not having that. I want a fight this time, and I want a proper fight, and I want to win this fight. The only concern I've got at the back of my mind is us in courts. We don't do very well in courts. The last 10 years, we don't do really well. But it doesn't mean you run away for the fight. You've got to take the fight on. Sometimes
in life, mate, you've got to stand and fight.
That's it, mate. You've got to do it. And whether you want to do it or whether you don't want to do it. I know Partick Thistle, I know you don't want to talk about them. I know that the clubs are running away from it and don't know what to do it. But the rest of these guys can't sit and say statements, come out talking and all that and no back this up. I'm not talking just about Rangers, I'm talking about them all. You can't let these people bully you. It's not right. If you don't think it should have went through like that, it shouldn't have went through. But it did. And they're all sitting there. I can see the scum and all that. They're all sitting there loving it and whooping it up and gaining it. This is great fun. Oh, they're all getting into it now. They're not saying anything. Why? Because they're gaining everything out of this. So you go, no, it's nothing. It's got to be challenged. Definitely got to be challenged all the way. No half measures this time, all the way.
Right, you take your medication and we'll be joined by Andy Felix.
How you doing, boys? Everybody okay?
All right, Andy, how we doing, mate?
Aye, not too bad. Everybody okay up your end?
So far, so good, mate.
Aye, good.
We're looking for any painters who are after more just in the northwest of the city to sort out a job for us.
Wait a minute, I'll get the tank filled up and I'll make a wee journey up there. Eh? You want some sandwiches bringing up as well? I'll drop you some free meals after.
No sandwiches, sandpaper.
Sandpaper. It's a Yoker postcode. It's a Yoker postcode.
Aye.
Andy, forget the sandwiches. Bring a lawyer, Andy.
All right, definitely. No, I'm going to bring it upstairs baseball bat. That's the angle I want to go with.
How we doing, Andy?
Not too bad, not too bad. Listen, I think in Stephen Gerrard's statement there, I said that, with the homework carry on and all, he's saying there himself, get after these. Get right into them and get them sorted out now. There's got to be no task not getting against these now. We must go for these now. We've got nothing to lose. We've been treated like lepers since 2012, 2008. Let's get these sorted out now. Nothing to lose.
All right. We've also been joined by George Logan. Evening, George.
How's all doing, boys? All right?
All right, George, yourself.
Right. Everybody okay? Logan?
Aye, everybody's all right here. Yours are sound all right. Just what you're saying there, Ox. I mean, you've just been speaking all week, and a lot of folks have been speaking a lot of sense, and we're all just saying their own opinions and things like that. Another great statement, I think, for your club today. I just hope we can follow it up now. Go ahead and get answers here. But what I was going to say is the comments of Stephen Gerrard today. Yet again, Ox, the man is absolute class. He just oozes class.
What an ambassador for your club, George.
That's what Lisa was saying to me. I mean, for him to come out in the way he talks, people maybe stand up and listen to. Just the class he is, the football knowledge the man's got, and who he kens in the game, and what he was saying today. He's absolutely right. Our club would, our football board would go a long, long way if they could get somebody with his kind of class, Walter Smith's kind of class, sitting on the SPFL board or something like that to try and sort out Scottish football. And I'm not just saying that because the Rangers guys. I'm sure there's other guys at other clubs as well. But the people that's running our club, our football, didn't really know much about football. To be honest, I've not came from football backgrounds. If I'm honest, I think that's where we should actually try and get somebody like Walter Smith, who's really got a football brain. And just look at the way Stephen Gerrard's been talking, and we can actually sort Scottish football out. We can take Scottish football back and start running it again the way we should be doing, the way Rangers used to always do it.
Stephen Gerrard, the only man in Britain whose hair's still perfect.
I hate him. Indeed, absolutely.
I love the guy. Obviously, he was singing for the message for the club, but he just put it across so well, simple, straightforward, and he shoots for the hip, Albert.
Yep, absolutely, mate. What you say about the homework one, spot on, by the way. Nice and simple and straight to the point. You can't mark your own homework. Done. And anybody with any common sense sees that. You always come out top. And then, by the way, that's why he's trying to tell you. That's why they're shouting for the internal. You remember, Livewell's got history of this. I know he's got a track record of this. You remember the flares carry on and the effigies for the stand. We'll look into this. The sectarian singing with the wee boy get through it to hung out to dry. The wee boy get the bottle smashed in his face at Hampden with Celtic fans. The wee Rangers supporter, and we'll take him up. We'll look into this. All the things that big fat trumpet was going to look into. You ever heard anything coming out of it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing, by the way. We'll look into it. I so you will. What you're saying is we'll cover this up nicely. Just give a wee bit of time and we'll cover this up nicely. So, as far as I'm concerned, Stevie Gerrard, hit it, bang on. You're no marking your own homework.
JFK.
the voice of reason. Look, I'm like yourself, mate. I want us to go as far as we can with this. This goes down more deeper than league reconstruction. This Rangers have got to push this to rid Scottish football of the corruption that's been there for many years. You know, the things that's happening now with the pandemic, and obviously this thing that's happening with the SPFL about who wins this and who doesn't win that, is obviously covering up the biggest story in Scottish football history, and we all know what that is. And the follow the money things kind of died a death now.
Oh, there's something coming next.
Well, I hope so, mate. But
Yeah.
I'm with all bear. I'm with all bear. Let's go for this big time, and let's just know if Rangers are looking for money after the fans to fund anything, then I'm sure that we would put our hands in our pockets. But this is our chance. We can't back down in this.
I tell you what we could do. We could get Bridgewater round the block, and all Soldier gets 15 million.
Well,
that's brilliant, wasn't it? That was brilliant. That was absolutely.
How much is up to?
15 million and rising.
He's going to keep going as long as people want to give. Yeah, fantastic.
No, he's done his 100 laps. He's done his 100 laps.
No, he's keeping going. He says, as long as somebody wants to put some money in, I'll keep it going. His 100th birthday in 2 weeks' time. Maybe walk till then.
Was that your class at Schoolbridge?
No. I was
one of the younger ones.
Aye, I was above him.
That's an absolutely brilliant story, that is.
That cheered me up.
Man.
I must admit that
Different
did cheer me up, man. That was excellent. That's excellent, by the way. Superb. There's a class act for you.
Aye.
One thing, the old boy will never get a job in the Scottish football because he's too classy and too honest. Nice man, really nice man.
Dear here. Aye, I did glad in that. Great story, Port Bear.
Fantastic, mate. You know, take my hat off to the fella. You know, and also the people, you know, donating. You know, obviously they're donating in large amounts. And I was reading a bit more about it today. Apparently the full money goes to the NHS. None of it goes to any of the, you know, the taxman grabbing had any of it. The full whack's going to the NHS, as I'm led to believe. But fair play to Ryan, you know, as Bridgeman says, maybe he'll walk to his birthday and double his figure. I don't know what he's capable of, but he's capable of a hell of a lot, mate. Class act.
I know we've diversed a wee bit, but just quickly, if you talk about honours and things, there's going to be a lot of things. The first chance you get, they should knight that old guy. Knight him, they should.
Oh, 100%.
They should give him something, shouldn't they? They should give him something, absolutely.
What was he?
He's well supported. As captain, he's a captain.
Captain, you know, an army captain, you know, all his medals on him. It's, you know, we're handing out knighthoods to, you know, sports stars and tennis, you know, all these sort of guys. Sometimes I always believe, you know, people like nurses and doctors and these sort of guys, that's my opinion, these are the guys that deserve knighthoods. People that's given their life to preserve life or, you know, fight for their country. I'm not a big one for sports stars getting stuff, you know, like that, but I think that should be kept for, you know, the real heroes, like the guys in the NHS, etc.
I think Sir Bridgman's got a nice ring to
it. Love it.
Lord Ox.
Well, like you said, Oxford.
Sir Jimmy the Skull.
You've went too far now.
That's plenty.
He's went too far there, isn't he, old
dearie
Oh,
me.
that's plenty. That's plenty. Come on. You climb back into your tree, you.
Dearie me. Brilliant stuff.
Oh dear, well said. Well, I get your point, Port Bear, but what a story. I think it's glad that everybody's up. Got me to throw a few quid in. And I know it's a great story. Andy, obviously you're looking, and this story's it's been live for about 10 days now. And obviously, it's been great for us. It's maybe gave us something to talk about past an hour, but how sad it is, how unprofessional we've looked, how petty Scottish football's looked, how selfish at this time a great struggle.
Well, as I've said to you before, like you just know what. Like you're talking about, right? Shifting and having inquiries and all that, right? So you shift to Doncaster or whoever, they're just going to put another one of them in. The problem is, because of what happened is, as I said to you before, I'm down here. That it looks like that we'll let our guard down because we're worried about whether we're still going to have our team, and we've been surrounded by them, and it's very hard to get out there, isn't it? You've got to. You want somebody like mine's when that Barry Earn come on the scene, and he said, "Look, Scottish football needs to do it, totally revamp it, look at it for the good of the product, for the good of the 42 members, get somebody that everybody benefits with, and then you wouldn't have a problem. You could start going forward. But whenever you've got them there, they're just going to replace one with white, and that's the problem we've got here. I mean, Jesus, when you look at what's going on around the world and all that, and they're bothered about is a tainted title. Well, okay, if that's the way they are. Listen, we know what they are. They're just going to keep coming and doing what they want to do to us. Now we've got to go for them. Like I said earlier on there, just go for them now. Look, what we got to lose? We've been treated like leopards for the last, I don't know how many years here now. I mean, there's a guy, they've got Stephen Gerrard there, right? So you've got what you call it, like you could have said, right, oh, geez, what an opportunity for Scottish football. We could have filled every ground here. Tickets, never mind, all right, if we get 2,000, give 10,000 to Rangers. We'll fill it out for you. Making money, but no. What do we want to do? We want to lose money just for what hatred of one club. There's something wrong here. It doesn't add up.
Here's the point, Ox. Here's the point. See if the Rangers, they put sort of legal in and it stops the payments going out to the other clubs tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Rangers could then just quite quickly ask the Rangers support. What?
They can put their motion back in to release the money.
No, but if they done legal action, which would in turn stop the payment tomorrow, what the Rangers could then do is put out and ask the Rangers supporters to vote on whether they retract that legal action and let the money go through. Because you've got to remember, 2012, all the supporters of other clubs, that's the reason Rangers get kicked out, because they asked their supporters. Things only right to come to the Rangers supporters and ask us whether we should release that money or no.
I don't think they should. They have no right to come to the supporters. It would need to be the shareholders, mate.
Oh, well, shareholders then.
It would need to be the shareholders, and the vast majority of them are sitting in the boardrooms, so maybe my few £100 worth of shares in Bridgeway has hundreds of thousands of shares. Would they sway it,
What a shocker that man is. What a shocker.
If we get told in 2012, it was the supporters there, the clubs like Hibs and Aberdeen and all that put Rangers down.
I suppose they could send a quick email that we'd have to all respond to with our contact details within the next 24 hours. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think the Rangers support should have a say on this.
I know what the Rangers support would say. What do you think? The gloves are on.
I'll take a stab I think they might have something to say against it. Put it that way. But we can't say that because we'll get accused of coercing everybody's vote. So we need to watch what. Right enough. That's the way you do things in Scotland, isn't it? I forgot about that. That's the norm in Scotland. Put pressure on people.
Aye. We're really busy. The phone lines are really busy tonight. We're trying to get as many people on as we can. Port Bear, Allbear's made a suggestion here. Thoughts?
I agree with pretty much a lot of what Mulbear says. My wee mucker there, it makes a lot of sense. So it does. I just think we should just keep turning this screw, mate. Just keep tightening this noose. Do not give up. Keep fighting. Just make sure you do your due diligence, and make sure this fight's done right. Because if we accept what's happening next year, we're going to be in the same season after season after season.
Yeah.
We're going to get treated like second-class citizens, and that's
Been
what it's
joined by
going
a
to be.
caller. Evening, caller.
Evening, Oxford. Evening, guys.
Oh, it's
Blue Star.
All right, mate.
Aye, not bad, mate. You staying safe. That's the main thing. Go on with that state. Go on with your.
You're in that dangerous age, mate. You need to watch yourself.
I thought you were going to say in that dangerous area.
No. Age.
Aye, age. Aye. Well, it's right enough. Aye. Right, going with our club statement today. I'm a wee bit like Jimmy. I hope we take it all the way. The bit you were on about, Oxford, about the looking into the legal avenues. We've got to remember we've got a guy on that board already. So any skullduggery that's went on, as we know has, then obviously our club know all about it, as do the rest of the members, because they've all been involved. They've all been talking behind the scenes, obviously, same as what clubs do when they're going for starting up players. My big concern tonight, that I only found out tonight, was even going with this so-called reconstruction that they've been tempted to do other clubs with. It's only for the next 2 years. I wonder how that comes into comparison.
Well, that's all. You come out the wash. Can I cut across your Blue Star? We'll be joined by a caller. Caller, I think you've got the show on in the background of the TV. You turn the show off, please.
Ox, I'm going to drop out and let somebody else come in then.
Can I come in?
On you go, but turn the show off, mate. You've got the show on in the background.
I didn't come here saying, mate.
Turn the show off in the background.
You've got your radio in the background.
Right, there we go.
Now you can talk. What's your name, mate?
Kev Allardyce from Dundee.
All right. You a Blue Nose, a Rangers, or a Blue Nose, or a...
Oh, of course I'm Rangers fan, mate.
Good. How you feeling, mate?
Oh, feeling good about it, mate. Really good.
And what are the people in Dundee saying, mate? The support
they're going
of the man in the
Dundee,
street,
mate. They're going after heads, Dundee.
What the man in the street saying?
They're wanting Gerrard gone. Everybody's wanting Gerrard gone. They say everything he's saying in the press is a lot of rubbish.
What, the Dundee fans or the Rangers fans?
No, the Rangers support. They're not happy with Gerrard at all.
Where, in Dundee?
Yeah, Dundee, mate, yeah.
Well, I can tell you that the Rangers support in Glasgow are 100% behind Steven Gerrard.
Well, there are no Rangers fans up there then.
Oh, trust me, mate, there is Rangers fans up here.
They don't know what they're talking about then if they don't think Stevie G.
Steady.
You've been dropped before, just button it. On you go, mate.
I'm probably the biggest bear in Scotland. I've been at Ibrox maybe 5 or 6 times this season.
Carry on,
I've been
mate.
trying my hardest to get there.
Aye. Look, there's a lot of good Blue Noses in there. But what's your point with Gerrard? I mean, Gerrard's... The debate
That's what he's coming out and saying in the press. I don't think he's... Well, most of us up here don't think his behaviour in the press is that good.
Bridgeman, we were quite happy with him today in the Sky Sport. Are you talking about the interview in Sky Sports today?
No, personally, I bet... what did you say your name was, pal?
Kev Allardyce.
Kev. Huh?
Kev,
okay, yeah. Kev. Just to say, look, I'm a big Rangers fan and a big supporter of Steven Gerrard. I thought his statement today was world class, in my opinion. The things he said was brilliant. The difficulty we got.
I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that.
That's fine. Well, we've got our own opinion. But when you get right down to it, I think he's the best thing that's happened to us, given the situation we're in. And he's obviously a very unfortunate manager that we've not managed to win any silverware at all. We should have got something this year, but that'll come next year.
JFK.
I'm not going to slate Kev. Nah, you know, everybody's entitled to everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I can't understand his rationale there. You know, I'm willing to give Stevie J 3 strikes and out, and that's next season.
I think his third strike was just that season for the
that's fine, Kev. That's your opinion, mate. You know, and that's what the Rangers radio is all about. I'm at the rest of the guys here. Personally, I think he's a fantastic speaker, a fantastic manager, and I think that he'll come good. I think he'll see it to 4 years, and I'm confident he'll get some silverware.
George Logan.
I personally think there's not a lot of good things about Scottish football now, but Steven Gerrard's one of the class things it is. I mean, that interview today, I thought was absolutely outstanding. I'm with Jimmy T. I think he'll be here for the long haul.
He's shite. The Rangers are shite.
He tried his best.
Tried his best, guys. But didn't rise. Yep. There you go.
We've also been joined by Ricky. Evening, Ricky. What? Evening, Ricky. What? We lost him. Who's still with us in Albert?
Do you let me have to go at that clown?
No,
it's not worth it. Not worth it. You can't even today and just come on phone.
On you go, Albert.
It's good to know that they're all listening in, isn't it? It's all about the Rangers, mate. It's all about the Rangers. Look at your sad bees. You're all sitting in your living room listening to Rangers radio talking about Rangers. Hey, all things Rangers. Hey, I love it. Absolutely love it.
On you go, George.
It's absolutely brilliant when you hear other fans saying they didn't want Gerrard and things like that.
Biggest compliment you can get, innit?
Honestly, he's absolute class, Ox. I'm not saying he's a finished article and he's not the greatest manager in the world, but he's a good manager. He's got to take his places, and just the way he conducts himself is absolutely fantastic, Ox. So I couldn't ask for a better guy who's in charge of the club than Ox.
That's Porto and Feyenoord, and if he's any
exactly, Ox, correct.
And Braga, you know, if he's any good.
Jerry, guy's building a team. He's been here 2 years. As far as I'm concerned, he's carried himself outstandingly in the media.
Can I just say something, guys? We're actually
let people finish.
Well, we're talking about a guy come on making a derogatory comment. You were kind of digesting. To me, that we're about to talk about other things. Know that.
Port Bear was talking there.
Sorry, mate.
Right. Okay, well, we've reached that time of the evening. Bridgeman.
Oops, I couldn't get off a mute there. So what was the score with Kev? Was it one of them?
Oh, well, put it this way, it was supported one of 3 teams.
Yeah, cool. That's cool.
He thought he'd phoned into the pedo channel, so he got it wrong.
Well, the thing I've got to laugh at, the thing I've got to laugh at is
Bridgeman, just do what you're meant to do.
No, what?
At that time of the evening.
Oh, sorry, I do apologise. Look at the time. God, the night's just flown by there enough. I do apologise. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans here in Rangers Radio, every single one is statements out. Give it our support wherever we can, and let's see where it takes us. Everybody keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers need us.
Thanks very much. Thanks to Kev Dundee for the call. Stu, some of the boys that never got on the night who were trying to go on. I'm sure maybe get it sorted by tomorrow. Thanks for everybody for taking part. Thanks to everybody in the lobby. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 9 and 10, talking about all things Rangers. Take it away, old school blue.
Follow Rangers everywhere, anywhere, we will follow on. Follow, we will follow Rangers. If they go to Dublin, we will follow on. not a team like the Glasgow Rangers. No, not one. No, not one. There's not a team like the Glasgow Rangers. No, not one. No, not one. Some folk know all about their sorrows. We will fight till the day is done. There's not a team like the Glasgow Rangers. No, not one. No, not one. Follow, follow, we will follow Rangers. Up the stairs, down the stairs, we will follow on. Follow, follow, we will follow Rangers. If they go to Dublin, we will follow on. Follow, follow, we will follow Rangers. Everywhere, anywhere, we will follow on. Follow, follow, we will follow Rangers. If they go to Dublin, we will follow on.